Hi guys, it's me again Rose from the Philippines, coming back to you with another tutorial on our How to Bead Your Letters series. And this is the 15th installment, which is the letter O over here. So for this project, I have an introduction that I will put the link on the description box below for some pointers to consider before working on this project. The materials that we're gonna need is a nylon monoline string that is 050 mm, chalk beads or acrylic rough beads that are 6 mm of the colors of your choice, a keyring with a chain on it, a pin to poke the holes if ever it gets clogged, and a pair of scissors to cut the string. The dimension that I have for the letter O is approximately 2 inches high and 1 3/4 inches across. The suggested string length for O is 1 meter and half an arm. So this is basically a series of cube clusters of 4 that is formed in the sequence forming the shape of the letter. The uses are a keychain or a zipper pull for your bag. You can turn it into a name or a word as a home decor to your house, or something to teach your kids the alphabet. Okay? Okay guys, so now we are ready to work on our project. Take your string, which is 1 meter and a little more than half an arm, and hold the first end on the right and the other end on your left hand. And then we're going to make a cluster of 4. So we're gonna first work on this side column here and work our way to the other parts of it, forming a loop for the letter O. So put 3 beads on your right string, and then salikop. This is a term I frequently use wherein I pass through our right string going to the left and the left string going to the right, just in one bead. Align both of the ends and slide that one bead so that it will go to the rest of the bead, forming a cluster of 4. Okay, so that is our first cluster, and we're gonna make 4 more clusters of 4. So put one on the right and one on the left, and then salikop. Slide that one bead so that it will go to the rest of the bead, forming our second cluster of 4. So your left and right string should somehow be of equal length, but in time it will not, but it's supposed to be of equal length somehow. So I'm gonna show you once again. Put one bead on the right and one on the left, and then salikop, and then we're gonna just do this 2 more times. So now that we have 3 clusters of 4 on our string, we're gonna repeat this 2 more times so that there will be 5 clusters of 4 on our string, and I'm gonna catch up with you after that. Hi guys, so by now you may have 5 clusters of 4 on your string. So we can count it on the side. There should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clusters of 4. So we're doing this because we're making this left column here, which is composed of 3 cubes. So we have 5 because we're going to fold it, and we're going to connect it to the bottom cluster so as to make a first cube. So put one bead on the right string and one on the left, and we're going to connect this to the bottom cluster. So take your clusters, and this part should be the top part now, and you can count 1, 2, 3. On the top of that third cluster of 4, we're going to salikop there so that we can form the cube, our first cube. Align both of your ends and pull your string. Make sure that the beads are not jumbled. Tighten as you go. So now we have that, our first cube made So we're just gonna make 2 more cubes along the bottom clusters here. But first we must position our string. So take your first string and go upwards to the upper cluster of the first cube. Take your other string and go the opposite way from the first string. Okay, so now that our string is coming out from this upper part or upper cluster of the first cube, we can now form a cluster of 4. So put 1 on the right and 1 on the left, and then salikop. So now that we have that upper cluster, we're going to connect it to the bottom one. So to do that, we must first put 1 bead on the right and 1 on the left. And then we're going to salikop to the bottom part. Here, right here. So we're going to salikop there. Align both of the ends and pull your string. So now we have that second cube made, okay? Okay, so now that we have those 2 cubes, we're just gonna make the last cube or the third cube. But before that, we must position our string. So take your first string and go to the upper cluster of the second cube. Take your other string and go the opposite way or the opposite direction from the first string. Tighten as you go. So here's where we're gonna make a cluster of 4. So put 1 on the right and 1 on the left, and then salikop. So now that we have that upper cluster, we're going to join it to the bottom part. So put 1 bead on the right and 1 on the left. So now we're ready to join it. So we're gonna join it to the bottom cluster right here. Salikop there. Align both of the ends and pull your string. So now we have made that left column of the letter O. So now we're gonna work on the other cubes that is going to form the loop for it. So now that our string is coming out from this bead here, I'm gonna make a slanted cube. So to make a slanted cube, we must first put 3 clusters of 4 on our string. So put 1 on the right and 1 on the left, and then salikop to form the first cluster of 4. Make another one by putting 1 on the right and 1 on the left, and then salikop to form the second cluster of 4. Form another one by putting 1 on the right and 1 on the left, and then salikop. So now we're going to connect this, but first we must put 1 bead on the right and 1 on the left. Okay? So now that we have those 3 clusters of 4 and one on the left and one on the right. We're going to connect this. So we're going to select up to that part of the left column where our clusters are formed. So we're going to insert here or select up here. Take your other string and go the opposite way from the first one. You're going to align both of your ends and pull your string so that you can make that slanted cube. So after that, we're just going to form a regular cube. So we're going to position our string through this bead here. So take your first string, sorry, the string is too long. Insert your string so that it will go here to this bead here. Take the other one and go the opposite way from the first one. And tighten as you go. So here's where we're gonna form a regular cube. So to form a regular cube, we must put 2 clusters of 4 on our string. So put one on the right and one on the left. And then salikop to form the first cube, to form the first cluster of 4. Make another cluster of 4 by putting one on the right and one on the left. And then salikop. So now we're going to connect this. So first put one bead on the right and one on the left. So since our string is coming out from this bead here, we're going to go the opposite way. So we're going to salikop here. Align both of the ends and pull your string. So now we have that second cube on the upper row. Okay?